It's been one issue after another in the People's Democratic Party, PDP, as the crisis within the main opposition party has continued to linger, even after various moves to find a resolution. The crisis took a fresh twist on Wednesday as the National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, unilaterally declared that the Akwa Ibom State Working Committee remains intact, countering an earlier press release issued by the National Publicity Secretary. Anyanwu accused the National Publicity Secretary of exceeding his mandate, noting that it is not within his official duties to enforce National Working Committee decisions. He declared the earlier announcement null and void and of no effect. Also in Cross River, the leadership of the PDP said it was not aware of the conduct of any state congress election recently. The party's National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, explained that so far the party's congresses have been held in Lagos, Oyo, Ondo, Edo, Adamawa, Borno, Niger, and Kogi, while that of Ekiti came up on Monday. Joining us on this show to discuss issues around the Akwa Ibom State and Cross River State Congresses is Debo Ologunagba, PDP National Publicity Secretary. He will also discuss the clamor by some PDP members for the former President Goodluck Jonathan to run in the coming elections in 2027. Good morning, Mr. Debo Ologunagba. Thank you for joining us on the morning show.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. Thank you for having me.
Okay, Mr. Ologunagba, let me start at the very end. The issue about speculations about whether President Jonathan will run or not. Now, Professor Jerry Ghana, speaking as a chieftain of the party, he was not, in my view, communicating a party position. He was expressing, I assume, an opinion as one of the founding fathers of the party. But I thought I read something, you responding and saying, oh, it's the governors who are going to be, it's from among the ranks of the governors that the party is going to produce a presidential candidate. Well, is that your opinion, or you were expressing a position that has been decided upon by the party? I think that clarification is important because some people have said, oh, you are pursuing your own personal interest by making that statement, which is not the decision of any major organ of the party. And then the second thing, of course, is what we refer to, the situation in Akwa Ibom and Cross River State. I added to that earlier on Kebbi State. I added to it Anambra, and I said, look, there's a battle ahead of the convention for the control of the party. And I mentioned some of the gladiators. Your name has been added to it as somebody who is looking for a position, that you want to be a Secretary General of the party and all of that. If you can just take all of them together.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Abati. Thank you, Rufai, and good morning, Ayo. It's nice to be here, to be with you. Yeah, thank you. It's nice. It's exciting. Number one, I think, Dr. Abati, thank you for that, the background to your questions. But again, let me go straight with the comments that you referenced to Professor Jerry Ghana. I'm glad that you said it's his opinion. And of course, he's entitled to, he's a former official of this party and a founding father. Of course, we respect his view. And people, and that is the beauty of democracy under the PDP. We have the freedom to express our opinions, and of course, it remains as such. When the party takes a decision, then the decision of the party will be communicated. Let me put a premise here. There are misconceptions among party members and, of course, by Nigerians, and people sometimes try to misinform. The party, the People's Democratic Party, is governed by its constitution, and we follow that to the letter. Now, anybody can aspire to be anything under the platform of the party, and for the position of the presidency. Of course, interestingly, the party has zoned it to the south. President Jonathan is a member of the party. He has not said he's not a member. So it's within his right to aspire to any position if he's in good standing with the party. And I have no reason to believe that he's not in good standing. What I said was that aside from the name of President Jonathan that is being bandied around and being mentioned, I said in the rank of the PDP, there are many qualified, exceedingly qualified individuals among members of our party, among the governors of the party, and many of whom have demonstrated capacity in their performances and achievement. So that is the clarification that was necessary to be made. I was not speaking for the party to the extent that the party has taken a decision that the presidential candidate will come from among the rank of the governors. But if it does come from among the rank of the governors, of course they are qualified, and they are eminently so qualified. Secondly, when it comes to the issue about Akwa Ibom State and Cross River State that you referenced, what the party did, and of course, people who are in position of authority, particularly in management of political party, must be very conscious of what they say and what they do. Two things can happen here. Either that someone is uninformed or deliberately misrepresenting facts or induced by some other consideration in such a way as to confuse the people. What we said was that it is not possible for a person to belong to two parties at the same time, especially if you are holding a position in the party, particularly in party position where you can influence so many other things. In Akwa Ibom State, the governor defected. It's within his right to do so. The ESCO in the state had indicated, and we have had evidence from the presentation to us, that they are indeed aligning with the APC in Akwa Ibom State. And that is clearly against the constitution of this party, particularly Section 10, subsection 6, that prohibit every member from aligning. And particularly, like I referenced, if you are holding a party position where you have decision to make about what happened in the party, how the party is run, and how. And so at the 607th meeting on the 30th of September, which was attended by 14 members, we have an 18-member NWC. 14 members attended. 3 did not attend. 1 sent in apology. The youth leader sent an apology because it was outside the country at the time. We had this meeting, considered the issues, and decided to dissolve that ESCO, which is within the power of the NWC to do, and then communicated that. My role is to communicate the position of the party when the resolutions are passed, and that's exactly simply what I did. For anybody to imagine that I have shown some personal interest there, who of course will be disingenuous, sorry. Having said that, with respect to Cross Rivers, and I think I need to make that clear. In Cross Rivers, the ESCO, the tenure of the ESCO expired on 18th of September. Now, we don't want a vacuum. So what we did was to say to, and directed the South-South Zonal Caretaker Committee to superintend over the affairs of that chapter until the 27th, which was originally slated for the Congress. But when they went into their exploratory mission into that state, they found out that there was a problem. Yeah, right. Please, can I just finish this 1 second?
Oh, yes, sir.
Now, they had issues and they reported back. Yeah, okay, fine. What we did was to now constitute a caretaker committee, and again that was passed on the 607th meeting by 14 members unanimously that we should constitute that caretaker committee, and they are there. And these were all done on behalf of NEC in line with the constitution of the party.
All right. Okay, very quickly, thank you so much for explaining that. I want to assume that the Akwa Ibom situation as well, you throw more light on that, especially as the Senate President, Senator Akpabio, has come out very boldly to say that prepare for more decamping to the APC. Is the PDP ready for this, especially with these activities or these events showing that it's not yet fine in terms of internal processes and conflicts in the party?
Let me tell you this. The resurgence of this new statement about there are crises, people will decamp, it's because the APC and their apologists within our party, we must recognize that, and some people are there who are actually within our party and working for the APC. The resurgence of this new clamor about someone declaring something illegal, null and void, without even properly being briefed or getting the understanding, is because the jittery that the PDP has gotten its acts together, we're moving methodically and seamlessly towards National Convention at Ibadan, and they've seen that all the parties are working together, that all the chapters are united in getting a very successful and ensuring that we have an outcome that the party and Nigerians will be excited to say, yes, it's a platform that can provide alternative to the rudderless APC government and party. So this new clamor, new stories about, someone saying it is not the power of the chairman to convene a meeting. Section 35 of the party's constitution is so clear. It is the chairman that summons. Summons means to authorize, to call to. The secretary doesn't have that. Again, it could be dancing to the gallery and then trying to satisfy some interest. We are not going to even talk about individuals. Well, that's not my interest. Our interest is the fact that this party is focused on its national convention and that they have recognized that, yes, the renaissance is here, and that we're doing that which we need to do to ensure that we have a convention. But the point is this, and we must be stated, Dr. Abati. Nigerians can see through this shenanigan. We can see through it. But we are determined as a party. We are focused on Ibadan. We are there already. Figuratively, the train for the convention has arrived in Ibadan. All the arrangements are going on seamlessly, and we're fine. We're very confident about what we're doing. Well, with respect to the comment by Senator Akpabio, they can say anything. It's a wishful thinking about people decamping. The decamping in Nigeria is not based on policy. It's based on inducement, on intimidation, on harassment. We leave it at that. Let the Nigerian people decide. 2027 election is not about PDP or APC. It's Nigerian people against the APC.
Thank you very much, Mr. Debo Ologunagba. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.